He was thrown out of the conference, humiliated in front of everyone, made to feel like an outsider in a space where he should have been shining. But when talented scientist Elijah Brown returned, with a grant for his research and a supportive team behind him, those who once pushed him aside could not hide their confusion. His triumph would make even the most hardened skeptics reconsider. But let's start from the beginning. In a sleek modern conference hall with expansive floor-to-ceiling windows, casting natural light across the polished marble floors, Dr. Elijah Brown, a distinguished black scientist around 45 years old, stands at the registration desk. His close-cropped hair is neat, his dark navy suit sharp and perfectly tailored, paired with a crisp white shirt and a formal tie that highlights his professional stature. In his hands, he holds meticulously organized presentation materials and a stack of research papers detailing his groundbreaking work on innovative water purification methods to combat pollution. Elijah is ready to present his findings, his expression calm but focused, his mind already rehearsing key points of his talk. This is a significant moment, an opportunity to showcase years of dedication and a methodology that could bring transformative change to environmental science. But then, an unexpected figure interrupts him. A middle-aged security guard with a cold, assessing gaze steps up, sizing Elijah up with a glance. His expression hardens, and he speaks in a flat tone. "I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Your name isn't on the list of invitees." Taken aback, Elijah calmly explains, "I'm Dr. Elijah Brown. I'm scheduled to present today." He tries to convey his importance to the event, the time and effort poured into preparing his research, but his words seem to hit a wall of indifference. The guard's face remains blank, his voice detached and unyielding. "Sorry, but if you're not on the list, you'll have to leave." He gestures toward the exit with a dismissive wave, leaving no room for further explanation. Elijah glances around, noticing others turning their heads to witness the exchange, their expressions a mixture of curiosity and discomfort. The indignity stings, but with no other choice, he gathers his materials and heads toward the exit, his hopes of sharing his work vanishing with every step. As he leaves, his documents remain unread and his insights unshared, the doors of the conference closing firmly behind him, leaving him isolated and dismissed. Back home, Elijah sits alone in the dim light of his modest yet comfortable home office. The space, though simple, holds shelves filled with journals, books, and binders that chart his years of research and dedication. The raw sting of today's dismissal at the conference gnaws at him, a toxic mix of anger, disappointment, and self-doubt. As he leafs through his meticulously kept notes, he feels the weight of his life's work and the moments of struggle that come with it, questioning if it's worth the uphill battle. His wife, Lisa, enters the room quietly. She's a black woman in her early 40s, with a warm smile and calm, knowing eyes. Her presence radiates a steady, nurturing strength that Elijah has leaned on many times. She places a gentle hand on his shoulder, sensing his turmoil without him having to say a word. "Elijah," she begins softly, "don't let this moment define you. Look at what you've accomplished. Look at the lives you're working to change." Her voice is soothing, yet firm, as she reminds him of his purpose, her words piercing through the cloud of doubt settling over him. Lisa's encouragement reignites a flicker of resolve in him. She speaks with conviction, recounting the milestones of his journey, from his first scientific breakthroughs to the countless nights spent perfecting his research. Her reminder of his worth and his contributions shifts something deep within him. Elijah straightens, setting his research back on the desk with renewed focus. He decides then and there that he will push forward, that his work deserves to be seen. Fueled by Lisa's unwavering support and his own resilience, Elijah recommits to his mission. He'll not only continue his work, but find new ways to ensure it receives the attention it merits, determined to show that his contributions are indispensable. A few weeks later, with encouragement from friends and colleagues, Elijah begins sharing his research on virtual platforms, connecting with both local and international scientific communities. Determined to gain visibility for his work, he presents his findings at online conferences and publishes articles detailing his breakthrough approach to water purification. His resolve is contagious, and his resilience inspires those around him. One of Elijah's close friends, James, a fellow scientist, recognizes his struggle and organizes a virtual seminar specifically to showcase Elijah's findings. James, a middle-aged black man with graying curls and a sharp academic look, opens the seminar by sharing Elijah's journey and acknowledging the obstacles he's faced. Elijah then steps in, delivering his presentation with confidence, articulating the urgency of his research and the potential impact it could have on communities worldwide. His dedication strikes a chord with the audience, and the story of his rejection spreads, garnering admiration and respect. As Elijah's story circulates on social media, a wave of support builds. Colleagues, activists, and scientists alike rally behind him, sharing his work and advocating for the importance of his research. The online attention catches the eye of a prominent environmental foundation, known for funding innovative projects. Representatives from the foundation, impressed by Elijah's innovative techniques and moved by his persistence, reach out to schedule an interview, expressing their interest in supporting his work. The opportunity offers more than just funding. It holds the promise of expanding his lab and the resources to advance his research on a scale he had once only dreamed of. Elijah's spirits lift as he realizes that his work, his vision, and his resilience are finally being recognized. What started as a painful setback is transforming into a powerful testament to his strength and dedication. With his grant secured, Dr. Elijah Brown receives an invitation to return to the very conference where he was once humiliated. This time, he arrives with a renewed confidence and a small team by his side, including colleagues and representatives from the Environmental Foundation that now supports his research. As they walk through the elegant glass doors of the conference center, heads turn, and there's a noticeable shift in the atmosphere. The same employees who once questioned his presence now glance at him with respect and a hint of awe. Elijah's dark blue suit is meticulously pressed, a silent reminder of his professional standing and resilience. With a calm, composed demeanor, he heads toward the conference registration area, flanked by his team. In a quiet yet symbolic moment, he passes by the same security guard who had asked him to leave on his first visit. The guard, a middle-aged man with a hesitant expression, immediately recognizes Elijah and falters, his face shifting from confusion to regret. Elijah meets the guard's gaze for a brief moment, offering a nod but no words. There's no anger in his expression, only a sense of quiet triumph. He moves forward, his team following, and heads to the main hall where his presentation is about to begin. The conference attendees, now aware of his groundbreaking work and prestigious grant, eagerly anticipate his speech. As Elijah steps onto the stage, the room falls silent. This time, he stands not only as a scientist, but as a testament to resilience and dedication. The audience, now fully attentive, watches as he begins his presentation, ready to listen to the insights of a man whose perseverance has overcome prejudice and whose work has earned the respect it deserves. Dr. Elijah Brown's journey quickly becomes a powerful symbol in the scientific world and far beyond, striking a chord with young scientists who have faced bias, isolation, or outright barriers in their careers. His story of resilience, turning a moment of rejection into a drive for global change, sends a ripple effect through academic and social communities. News of his accomplishments spreads online, his name now associated with strength, determination, and the refusal to let others dictate his worth or the impact of his work. With the substantial grant from the Environmental Foundation, Elijah's once modest lab transforms into a dynamic center of innovation, buzzing with fresh energy and vision. He recruits a diverse team of young scientists who share his dedication to making science accessible and impactful, especially for communities that have historically lacked resources. Their shared mission is clear: to develop sustainable solutions that don't just sit in academic journals, but reach real people and create real change. The laboratory becomes a hub of groundbreaking work, where Elijah and his team work tirelessly on initiatives that make water purification affordable and available to underserved regions. He ensures that his solutions prioritize environmental responsibility, always aiming to leave a positive footprint on the communities he serves. Elijah's commitment to creating accessible, environmentally friendly technology soon garners attention from other foundations, researchers, and even government programs, all eager to support and amplify his impact. Young scientists and students, especially those from underrepresented backgrounds, see Elijah's success as proof that they too can overcome obstacles and challenge stereotypes. His journey has made it clear that their voices and perspectives are not only valuable, but essential in driving scientific progress. Elijah's triumph becomes a beacon for others who dream of entering fields where they may have felt unwelcome or underestimated, fueling a movement that demands recognition and inclusion across disciplines. Elijah begins receiving invitations to speak at universities and conferences, where he shares not only his research, but also his story. He candidly addresses the struggles he's faced, the moments of doubt, and the support that brought him through. His talks resonate deeply, filling rooms with students, educators, and scientists who are inspired to challenge systemic biases in their own institutions and workplaces. As Elijah's career continues to soar, his influence expands beyond academia. His success in the environmental field sparks broader conversations about diversity and equity, and his efforts to bridge science and social responsibility help redefine what it means to be a leader in today's world. His once personal mission to prove his worth and bring his research to the world has become a force that inspires entire generations to break barriers, pursue truth, and use their talents to build a more inclusive, just, and sustainable future. Elijah's story is a testament to how determination and integrity can transform not just one person's life, but the culture and direction of an entire field. His life's work has left an indelible mark on science, proving that even when the odds are against you, resilience and a commitment to the truth can lead to extraordinary impact.